Hey everybody, so today I'm in the craft room and I've set up my sewing machine table so that I have lots of room to work, and I'm going to be putting together another costume, but this time I'm going to use a tore up shirt that I got from John. I took all the stitches out and I'm going to use that as a pattern, but I thought you might want to see the plants that I have in. It's my African milk trees. They've really got a lot of growth on them. And I just think they look so cool. And then over here I have my avocado tree, which is doing very well. Time to get sewing. So this is half of a front of a button-up shirt. That's what this is, and obviously it's gonna be too big for a little girl. But I'm gonna make the sleeves the exact size, and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this just a little bit thinner. Now some of you might be saying, wouldn't it be easier just to get a pattern? Well, it might be for some people, but not for me. Okay, so that's the first thing I'm going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and put it together. And I found a tablecloth that was really pretty with white with gold, and I also found a really nice sheet. So things like that are only $1.50 at our thrift store, so that's the way I'm going to go with that. And here's our sleeve, and I'm just going to make the sleeve longer, and I want it nice and flowy, so this will be perfect. For those of you that don't know, my name is Kelly, and I'm the K part of J&KPotter. And my husband's name is John. And that's how we come up with Jonkles. Okay, so I'm going to unfold this nice white sheet. Give myself some room to work. Let's get this folded so that we can cut on a fold. Okay, and so this will be for the taller, older girl. She's 9. And these are shirts that would fit, you know, an adult. So I'm going to leave the bottom just a little bit longer. And I'm going to go ahead and just use their hem side as the hem. So I'm going to move this up. And I think that that ought to be just great. Just put a few tack pins in here before I start to cut. Makes it easier. Let me go ahead and measure this. I may try to flare this out a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and start cutting. And you're going to be cutting on the fold, so make sure that your center pieces are in the fold. That's the neck area, shoulder, sleeve, and then this would be the body. As you can see, I've got a little bit of an angle going. We're going to continue that angle. And then we're going to match that up. Okay, so now I can use this piece as a guide. Make sure you allow that room for that angle at the bottom. Now, since this is a sheet, it's basically the same color on both sides. We're just going to lay it down just exactly like I did the first one. And we're just going to cut around it. And that gives us enough left over. We could probably make one or two more. So let me spread this out and show you. Okay, now we're going to work on the sleeve. So there again, I folded my sheet in half, and I'm going to utilize the hem. Now I just imagined how long a little girl's arm was. I measured my own. It was about 26. So imagine a little girl would probably be 13 or less. It's still going to work out even if it's too short or too long. We're going to make it work. So you want to take your sleeve. This is a short sleeve on a man's shirt, okay? But we want the shoulder area and the sleeve area the same because we didn't make it any smaller. We left all that the same. So our goal is from here to here, 13 inches. That's about 14 and a half. Let's move it on down. And you want to come down from here and cut up. So cut out another one. Okay, so basically you have all you need, 4 pieces. Real simple. And I'm going to show you how to put that together. So we're going to make sure that we have the front sides together. And then when you lay your second piece on top, make sure that your finished hem side is down. Go ahead and put a couple of pins in the shoulder. I normally do not sew with pins or patterns. I just do it. But, you know, I actually do have a pattern. I just make my own out of whatever I have around the house. Okay, so now I'm going to go over to the sewing machine and I'm going to stitch just the shoulders together. Just make one stitch right across there, one stitch right across there. And my poor old machine needs serviced. Try to just move the machine out of the way and show you how to put on the sleeve, or how I put on the sleeve. Okay, so there's your sleeve. Pay attention to the hem. Of your sleeve minus the amount that you would sew it. Okay, so right there. So put that right in the middle. Front sides together. And just work it around. I know it doesn't seem like it would work, but it does. You might have a little pleat in it now and then, but that's okay. Okay, so there's the end of the sleeve. Make sure that matches up. This is the side of your costume. This is the under part of the sleeve. So go ahead and put that in its place. And then sometimes you can actually stretch the material as you're sewing it, pull it taut, and it will take it right into place where it needs to go. See it, we're going to have a little bit of a pucker, so I want to make sure that it's more on top so that it's just kind of a pretty little pucker. So go ahead and get that here. And then maybe another one right there. Start working on your other side. I'm going to put one whole side together for you, and then I'll show you the finished product. Go ahead and get your ends put together. And there again, we're going to have some puckers. So sure that they're more towards the top of the sleeve. Sew that on. Try never stop or raise your foot when the needle is up. Make sure that your needle is down before you do any changing, because that will leave a gap in your thread, in your stitch. I believe most patterns tell you to do the sleeve after you've done the side, but I find this is a lot easier for me. Okay, right sides together. Sew the sleeves together here at the bottom. Make sure that your underarm lines up, so go ahead and do that first. Go ahead and get it pinned. Pin your sleeve together. And then you should just be able to put these together without pinning and just run down the length of the costume. Put your needle down before you start to sew. Back stitch to get that knot in there. Make sure you're not gathering up any material under there and sewing it that you don't want, or you'll be crying later trying to get it all out. Okay, here's the underarm going towards the underarm. And then I'm going to back stitch. I'm going to make sure my needle's down. I'm actually going to pick it up and turn it so that it's coming straight this way. And have at it. When you stop to grab some more, be sure and put your needle down. Make sure your edges are together. And guide it through. Go ahead and put my ends together, making sure they're going to match up. And if I have to pucker it somewhere, that's okay. There's where we puckered it. Got a nice corner under the arm so it's comfortable. And we got a little sleeve. I will finish this up and then I'll show you the final project. Okay, before I start on the other side, I want to go ahead and get my neckline done. And right in the middle, I want to make about a 2 to 3 inch cut to make sure that they can be able to get them on. And I'm going to go ahead and hem that up. And so I'll show you how I do that. So you open your costume up with the back side to you. Start at one of the shoulders. Open it up if you'd like so that it lays down nicer. And you're just going to fold it under about a 1/2 inch. And you're just going to do that all the way around until you meet back here again. You're going to be coming down to the slit there. And get it just as smooth as you can, but don't worry about it if it puckers or gets out of kilter. It'll be okay. It's a costume. Now, if my zigzag worked better, I would zigzag it, but my zigzagger's not working right. Okay, now this is where we slit it, so you want to be sure and fold that under before you get to it. And then you want to back stitch here till you're about in the center of it. Pick it up, turn it, fold it, foot down. I realize that you can't really see that very well. You want to turn that under. And then when you get up here, you want to turn it under this way. Like I said in my other video, costumes are very forgiving, so you can do just about anything to them and they'll still look okay. And I didn't have my little box, so if my head will fit through it, theirs will. Piggy tails and all. I think it's going to work out just fine. The little girl's head comes up about right here, so when I put it against me, it hits the floor just perfect. So now if I have time later, I will do, you know, some little fancy stuff on it with garland or, you know, some lacy material or something like that. But for now, the basic part is done. And so I've got this one done, and I've got this one done, and I need to do one more. Until next time, you guys, go out and enjoy life. Do what you like. Do what's fun. Try something new. Well, I took a little break. Look what I got. It's a radish. I can't wait. I do like me some radishes. And this one's pretty to look at. I had several different kinds planted in that area, so that was an Easter egg mix. So I got this one, a white one, and then kind of a off brown looking one. That would be good in some cottage cheese. Radish and onions and cottage cheese, if you've never tried it, that's really yummy. Still got a little bit of mud on it. That's okay. Man, I wish I knew what kind for sure these were. I would plant just a bunch of these. I'm gonna taste the leaf and see if it's any good. Yeah, it's not too bad. It would go good in a salad. Well, I better stop eating. I got a customer coming in. So, you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for joining me for my snack.